Have Titleist drivers got any better over the last 20 years? Well, in this video, we're gonna find out. We've collected drivers all the way back from 2006 to the latest and greatest. We're gonna test them all here on the H.I.T channel and see exactly how much improvement has been made by the Titleist drivers. First off, we're going back to 2006. And this works because even the latest model is rolling into 2026 there, gets you 20 years. This is the 905R, and what a driver this was. This was one of the first modern drivers that went kind of more of a max volume territory, almost this oversized. Now, it's not as big as the 460cc you see in modern day drivers, but this at the time was huge. What I love about this driver is how beautifully symmetrical it is. Like, it's somewhat simple. Not much going, no adjustable weights. You couldn't adjust the neck sleeve. You can't change the shaft out of this driver. And by the way, this has got a classic graphite design blue shaft in this as well. It's 9.5 degrees of head. This, honestly, growing up, this was like my dream driver. And in fact, I got this when I did a golf bidder challenge a few years ago, and I actually played it in the first ever YouTube golf day back in 2019. I loved it that much. Right, let's get hitting this bad boy. Pro Titanium 905R. Oh, looks so good. What I'm quite intrigued to know about is actually what carry distance I'm going to get out of all these drivers, and how much is it going to improve, because I've tested product now for 13 years and driver technology definitely does improve, but at what rate? It's less than you think, but it is a progression. So let's go 905R. I normally carry the ball about 280. I would be amazed, shocked, astonished if this gets those numbers, but it also weirdly might just well do that. Oh, it brings back some nice memories. It was a little bit heely and not absolutely flushed, but it's down the middle of the fairway. God, that felt nice. Simple times, eh? When drivers were drivers. I'm joking, it just really does take me down a lovely stroll down memory lane. What might be quite interesting with this, because it's not 460cc head, I wonder if I can swing it a bit faster than the others. That first one was 110, but I think it's got the capability of being swung a little bit faster. Oh, that is absolutely incredible. That is incredible. God, that felt so good. And that was perfect. It was literally perfect. Right, let's hit a bunch more. I'm going to hit a bunch with this, then we'll move on to the next driver. Next up, 2008 909D. This is the D2 as well. I mean, first off, magnetic head cover. Look at that. To be honest, I didn't give this enough credit just a second ago. I did not give the 905R the love it deserved. That's what I want to see on head covers again. That. Missed that. Anyway, went from that, a few years later, magnets, pretty cool. Underneath it, we've got this 909 D2. This was an incredibly popular driver on tour, outrageously popular. Let's see how it does. Similar style in the sense that no adjustable weights, not adjustable on the neck, and it's a bigger head size. We're starting to get very close to, if not all, this. I think this is 460cc. So the size has got bigger, but there's no adjustable weights, no adjustable neck sleeve. Let's give it a rip. You know what I can appreciate with Titleist? A lot of the drivers looking down look so similar over the years. They've slightly changed the colour from kind of a lighter grey to a darker grey to now more of a black. but you can just tell it's a Titleist driver. Like, it's got such a classic shape behind the ball. So nice. Right, let's give this a hit. This isn't a swanky shaft, and I'll deal at NV, little pink number. Pretty good. Okay, interesting results. I'll show you that in a little bit. Right, next driver. Okay, next up, 915D. Now this really takes me back to when I first started making YouTube videos. The 913 drivers and 915. So I started YouTube about 2012. I feel like this is kind of when, this was just a few years later, 2014. It's interestingly, the head cover is almost like the two previous drivers had a baby. It's almost that top, but with that tail. And boom, we've got this. It's a very long sock. Look at that. It's halfway down the shaft. I do love that. I love a long sock down my shaft. Right, 915D3, 9.5, no adjustable weights. There is a weight port here in the back, which I think you could maybe get custom fitted. Is now adjustable neck sleeve. So for one of the first Titleist drivers, you could start to adjust the neck sleeves. Distance without compromise was the big talking point, and it had this active recoil channel here to increase ball speed. Right, let's give 915D3 a hit. Okay, again, that classic head shape behind the ball, darker finish now in the 915, almost a bit kind of shiny as well, glittery. But such similar head shapes. They've always had the same head shapes. I think that's so inspired by their Tour Pros with Titleist. Looks nice, right? Let's give this a hit. Very different noise than the first two drivers I've hit today. Yeah, pretty good hit. A little bit up the right, but nice strike. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, you can feel the power. Very nice, long and straight. Okay, so that is 2014. Let's move on to 2020. 2020 Titleist TSi. This is TSi2. Again, quite similar look actually to the 909. There is now, the 915, quite similar look to 915. Weight port in the back, which again, fitting, you could adjust that, but it didn't come with lots of other options. Adjustable shaft sleeve. This time, there was a little bit more story about speed, club head speed. They were talking about the first driver made from ATI 425 aerospace titanium for speed and stability. Really, I don't think it looks doesn't look quite as good as the 915. More of a kind of a proper true black crown. From memory, I feel like the TSi ones really kind of didn't do great. A bit of a lull, this kind of release. I remember speaking to a few fitters and retailers and saying, yeah, they didn't quite get as good a performance out of these drivers. Let's see what happens on this test today. Felt good. A little bit of a draw down that left-hand side, but felt great. Yeah, it was long as well. Pretty good. Okay, last driver in the test. The latest and greatest Titleist driver. There'll be one. Titleist normally bring out every 2 years, every even year in kind of September. So September 2026, you'll probably see the latest Titleist drivers. But this right now is the most current one. GT driver, had incredible success, lots of positive talk about it. This is the GT2. One thing I didn't mention actually, the TSi head cover, as much as I love the boxing glove, the quality was pretty good. The GT head cover, again, it's a boxing glove. The quality is out of this world. Like, it's thick and it's heavy. Anyway, GT2, again, Titleist have stayed, certainly in one model, fairly neutral. Like, again, it's just an adjustable neck sleeve. There is a weight port at the back, which again, you can switch weights in there, but really if you're just getting fitted, I mean, it's a good looking head. I like this finish. It's kind of darker finish. It's a little bit more, albeit it's 460, it looks a little bit more kind of squashed in, but a deeper face. I like it. Looks really good. Okay, again, very classic Titleist look behind the ball, but this time, instead of the kind of triangular alignment, they've got GT. Kind of does weirdly look a little bit faster with that GT. Makes you think, right, I'm gonna give this a hit, give this a proper hit. Okay, last driver of the test of the 20 years. And then we can compare some numbers. A little bit of a pull, but it was a good hit. It's a massive hit. It wasn't very straight. I can hit it better than that. That's straighter. And it's a little bit right. That's a pretty good drive. Oh, that's an unreal drive to finish. That might be the best one. Yes, please. Okay, let's have a look at some numbers. The simple answer to the question, have Titleist drivers got better in 20 years? Yes. The next part of that question is by how many yards? Well, from the 905R, which was carrying 278 yards on average, to the GT2, which is carrying 288 yards, 10 yards of difference on carry. So half a yard each year, which is about what I've seen with every brand. Pretty much half a yard per year. What was interesting here, there was kind of a blip with the 909D2. I really didn't seem to get good performance out of that at all. Might have been something to do with the shaft, but that wasn't working great for me. But as you can see, each year it just goes a little bit further, or every few years a little bit further. What was interesting, as much as the 905 actually got incredible distance, again 278, and I hit one way into the 280s, the dispersion was definitely wider. Right to left wasn't as good. The most accurate was actually the Titleist TSi2. That had the best dispersion. It was really, really impressive. And then GT2, longest hitting, and to be honest, quite a big jump. Like from TSi2, which again, I don't think it was the most popular driver in 2020. We've seen a 7-yard improvement, like a leap, huge leap. So is there a difference? Yes. Will you see version by version? No. But every kind of 3 versions, you'll definitely see noticeable differences. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Lots more to come to the H channel. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.